Hey, what time is it now? What time is it now? It's time to get the trucks up and gunning. And you know what? It's time to get more propane. Yep, look at this here. Pretty much empty. So I think I can't remember, everybody. Did I fill these things up a week ago? I think I did. So those two tanks, maybe, was it Monday? I just can't remember. But the whole point is I got through the week. And next week, well, now coming this week, not going to be as cold. So the good news is I won't burn through as much. But I think I'm going to load up the tanks. But just got done scrubbing out the poop area where the puppies come back and defecate, crap on everything. So what I do is I Clorox this whole area. But I haven't been able to do this week because it's been so freaking cold. So the last time I did this was like last Sunday. So it's been like a week, which is disgusting, right? But you know what? It's incredible. I think I need a winch. This back door is heavy, but the problem is then you got this whole gating system to set this up to be your little picnic area in the back of your camper. And the problem is, oh my gosh, putting this door back up, this thing's extremely heavy. And yeah, am I a wimp? As you get older, I guess I am, but oh my gosh, it is a project. Now, if this was off this, then it would make it nicer, but where the hell am I going to put those? So, oh well. Come on, Pops, get over here. So what am I going to do? Come on. Hey, Diesel, come on, boy. Come on back. The dogs are so used to riding around the big Bison heavy-duty truck, but I really want to drive my Colorado Bison because I've been driven a while, and loading up these tanks in the back of these trucks is a pain in the ass. You can just see we still haven't had warm enough weather for all these vehicles to really thaw out. But that is definitely going to happen this week because it's going to be 45 degrees out. So all this stuff's going to melt. Yeah, as the driveway gets smaller. Yeah, it's going to be very interesting to see the before and after pictures. Like from a year ago, what was going on? I was telling my daughter last night, it's incredible how a year ago, think how different it is. A year ago, Kiefer is alive. We weren't having these really harsh winters. I had a whole fleet of vehicles. I actually had more vehicles than I even actually have here. I didn't have the camper, so it's pretty incredible to think about. Just 1 year later of really the scenery, I didn't have the Camaro Z28 yet. I mean, there's just so many things that came, but there's so many things that have gone. And just once again, a year later, who would imagine a year later that we'd have 4 German Shepherd puppies? Wow. Well, I'm going to hit the road and stay tuned for more conversations. Well, that's a project. Golly, right? I mean, it just doesn't end, man. Clean up the damn windshield. I've cleaned these cars off. I'm sick of it. That's why we need the 45-degree weather just to melt all this stuff. What a project. This Colorado Bison, such a badass looking truck. But you know, after riding around in this bigger truck for the last month, it just became very apparent why this truck is so challenging to get in and out of. I put these retractable steps, but what happens is when you step in this truck, you go up so high, you have to crouch back down to sit in the seat. So literally, when you use this, it is so challenging. This is a vehicle, in some ways, I mean, I love the way it looks, but in other ways, it's the biggest drag to get in and out of. It's a pain in the ass. All right, let's get off the road. I'm trying to get the Diesel boy to go for a truck ride and see if he'll go with me. Come here. Now the other puppies will go, but let's see if he'll go. Let's see if he'll jump up here. Come on, get in. Come on, come on, get up in here. See there. There you go. You know, for a chop. Woo! Yeah, it's tight. You know what? Does this go up? I think it does. I can't remember. I cannot remember all my cars that I have. I just can't keep track of what does what. I can't remember. Whatever. Come here, Rebel. Come on, Rebel. Come on, little boy. So I'm going to take those two up. Other two I'll put in the house. Good boy. Good boy. Here you go. Come here. Come on. Good boy. Let's go for a ride. No. Well, those days are over. Will used to always go ride with us. Oh, your collar's pretty tight. Now stay there, Will. Okay, get up. Come on, get up. Oh. He's a little lighter. Woo! Yeah, no, you guys can't go. Sorry. All right, let me get my freaking gate opener. Alrighty, got the right gate barn opener. Letting the camper air out big time. Got this tank's a little better way to move this than that, actually. So I see here, you get in this truck, it is crazy on how, so you step up, now I'm way up in the air, and I have to literally crouch down like I'm going into a cave to get into this thing. Does my fluid work? It does. Alright, I haven't driven this thing in a while, and I want to burn myself out of this thing now, so let's go back to the auto. So I get the front windshield all cleaned up. Alright, let's go. Come on, pups, watch out. Let's see if we get the puppies here. I'm going to put our dogs in. This truck here is just too small. The truck's too small for all these dogs. I'm talking about the puppies, not the big dogs. I'm just saying, to take all 4 German Shepherd puppies, I did that one day. It's way too small. Alright, get out of my way. Yeah, the kid must have gone and had breakfast with Brian. She's not back. So let me get the dogs in, get me some water, get my coffee, and get on the road with the Colorado Bison, which I just do love this truck. I'm back to the Chevy days, everybody. The Ford days are all just going away, sadly, which is kind of unfortunate, but such is life. When you buy too many things, yeah. Call me when you say I want to go buy something. I'll be like, I think really hard about that. Now, let's see how good Rebel, I can't keep track. Gypsy, come on, Gypsy. Come on, Prince, let's go in. Now, earlier, I couldn't get Prince out of the house. Now he's going to play the game. I don't want to go in the house. Come on, Prince. Come on, boy. Let's go. Okay, good. All right, challenge of these guys leaving the house. They destroy it. That's a challenge, but oh well. It is what it is. Is it cleanable? It is. Okay, got myself some water, which guarantee the pup want to drink that. All right, to the Colorado. Once again, the footprint of this truck to that truck is a massive difference, and taking 4 German Shepherd puppies, that ain't gonna work. But boy, it's starting to get so warm out here. Okay, gotta move over. You gotta move over, dude. This ain't gonna work, little boy. Go on, get on back. Get on back. You don't want to get on back? One thing I gotta do, I gotta make sure I get some leashes for him in case I had to use them. So I don't think I do. So you know what I'm gonna do? I gotta go over here to the truck and get some leashes. Yeah. What a joke. When you have dogs, it is so much work. Well, they're sure it'll keep you youthful or make you go nuts. That's for sure. Let's see here. I don't know. That's interesting. What the hell is that? Nope. Oh well. One nice thing about a smaller cab truck is it gets toasty warm very quickly. Alright, let's get out of here. I don't have it in 4-wheel drive. It's just in 2-wheel drive. These big ass tires. Don't know why I would. We don't do much of anything. I haven't driven this thing through the snow yet. Biggest thing was we're going to take the big puppies, the kid. You know, you put the kid in here with me, and then you put the, where the hell's my, oh, there it is. I can't believe, where is the home link? It's so bad that there's no home link. There's no home link in this truck. And on another package that they had a black, this same truck at Tedbridge Chevy down in Sterling, Virginia. They had this exact same truck, but what it had was really what I wanted, but it really wasn't the color I wanted, and that is it had the adaptive cruise control and the home link, so it had the extra features, but it's just so ridiculous to think that you pay 62 grand. I mean, you pay 62 grand for this truck, and you don't have a home link. I mean, is that unbelievable? And in some ways, it's not adaptive cruise control. But the White Marsh had more confidence to get the deal done, their finance person, and they did discount this truck, I think, more than what I think Tedbridge Chevy would have done. So I think I would have paid full retail for that black truck. It was black, and so I think at the end, between the financing they got done for me, got a good rate, and they did discount this truck, I think I'm way ahead. But once again, the real conversation point is, today you go out and buy a $60,000 vehicle and it doesn't have a home link. The home link is where it's the garage door opener, gate opener, whatever it may be. It's the buttons in your overhead, your visor, or just your overhead console, where you can program your garage door to get in and out of your garage, or like me, my gates, my barn. And it's just a really nice feature to have, instead of always having to carry around a little miniature fob that is a constant challenge, because we have so many different vehicles, and then, which is incredible, a lot of those other vehicles don't even have. But really what happened was the gate went sour on me, so I had to reprogram all the controls. So all the overhead consoles, they work on the gate, but then they don't work on the barn. It just doesn't end, man. Something. So as the people are probably watching all the football pregame evaluations, analysis, you can watch that stuff all day long. Who doesn't get trouble, I've always have thought to myself, man, you get to run your mouth all day and make a ton of money. Now, for me, being a social media guy, yeah, I run my mouth all day long, but I don't make any money. But these other people that speculate and are fed all this information from others to tell them what to say and what to think. Look at Stephen Smith. It's pretty classic on X. You got to go to X if you want to see kind of what's going on, per se. But on X, Stephen Smith was being interviewed, or he was one of his talk shows, whatever it is. I don't watch those sport talk show things because it's just yabba dabba dooba yabba dabba doo. What's going to happen? And maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. So to me, it's like, yeah, whatever. You know, they just speculate what's going to happen, what's going to happen. And these guys make millions of dollars. So Stephen A. Smith, he's a very popular, known sports analyst, journalist, media guy. So he point blank said he screwed up. He admitted he voted for Kamala Harris. But now he's point blank saying to everybody, it's like, wow, it's very obvious why people voted for Donald Trump and not Kamala Harris. So he's basically like, I was stupid to support that. And so it's pretty cool. That's a cool guy. I think a lot of people like that guy because, he runs his mouth, but also he apologizes, and also he comes to the table, and he seems to be more of a realist, and he comes to just make you feel like, hey, he doesn't have a chip on his shoulder where he has to always be right. He gets very aggressive, but I think he's a good guy overall. And so I think it's funny on how he's raising his hand. Hey, I voted for Kamala. That was stupid. I love it. Oh, the excitement, the day. And for me, I'm always on a task, a journey. But that's what I like. That's my enjoyment. And this Colorado truck is just so much fun. It really is a very comfortable truck and very nice. My Raptor truck came in. We just couldn't get that deal to go down. I mean, I could. But if I really, really wanted that Ford Raptor truck, I could get it. Just so you know. If you watch my channel, I do have a way I could do it. But I don't feel good about it, number one. Number two, I'd have to sacrifice something that I don't want to sacrifice. And number three, it just isn't as cool as this Colorado Bison ZR2 package. It's not. I've driven the Ford Ranger Raptor. It has more power. Definitely has more of that little more thrill to it. But the interior of it to me is lame. The exterior of it to me is lame. It just doesn't really. I think this Chevrolet Colorado Bison package kills it over the Ford Ranger Raptor. And, it's a $59,000, $60,000 truck. But my sales guy keeps on calling me, really wanting me to get that truck as I ordered it. The downside is that truck took so long to get. Had that truck come in like this past, I would say August, then I probably would have that truck. I probably would have been able to finagle that deal with a different vehicle to make that all work. So it is unfortunate. It took forever for them to build that truck. And the irony is, I have another one in Hot Pepper Red being built as well. But I mean, it'll be the same story. I'm just not going to pick it up. But the point is, the truck, it's a Kuhn's Baltimore Ford, if anyone wants a nice silver Ford Ranger Raptor truck. It's like $59,000, and I don't know, will they move on the price? They may. They've had 3 deals go down on it that go sour. So my sales guy keeps on calling me going, hey man, it's calling you, man. 3 people try to buy this thing. It's all cleaned up, prettied up, and at the last second, the whole deal falls apart. So there you go. With the puppies, as we roll up the road, and this thing really does get up the road, even though it's the 4-cylinder, 4-banger turbo setup versus the Raptor is at 3.0 V6 twin turbo setup, which which is in the Raptor Bronco. So that's a fast, badass little truck. But for the record, this thing has no problem getting up the road. It is very enjoyable. Only thing I don't like about it is getting in and out of it. It's such a struggle. It's my biggest complaint is getting in and out of it. It's just so challenging. I mean, it really is. Thank God I put these electronic steps on. But in some way, well, yeah, because the thing is, if I would have waited for the factory side steps that had the side rails, the rock rails, if I would have waited for those to come available, I don't think it'd be much different on how I'm getting in and out of the truck. I think this retractable step goes down every bit as far, but I don't know. I'd always be curious if I saw one of those trucks on the lot. If I saw a Bison ZR2 on the lot and had that step, I would definitely probably pull up to it and measure that step you can add as an accessory to that running bar, rock bar, crush bar, whatever you want to call it, and then measure mine just to see the difference, because it's just so, other than that, I love it. And at one time, right before I went to Florida, we were speculating doing a deal on a Hummer electric vehicle, the EV Hummer, and trading this, but the numbers were never there. It never really went anywhere, just because, first of all, I was like, yeah, sure, give it a shot. I don't think it'll go, but secondly, you're not giving me the money off my truck, and I really do like my Bison truck. And the EV, it's just not worth it. In the day, the EV vehicle, and right now, the Trump in office, the flare for EVs, it's probably going to calm down a little bit. All right, let's get them. These are all crashed and enjoying the ride. Okay, here we come. And Tractor Supply, I can still remember when this place first opened up, like in 1998. And back then, not a lot of business. So this guy's going to do a reverse in, I guess. This guy is a helicopter company. I'm going to pull up over here so I can get my propane. It's $3.49 a gallon. Surprised there aren't more people here, but we got a warm up. So I always like to park right next to the gate. I'll call them, tell them to come on out and load me up. Get the workout of unloading the bottles. That's a project. All right, probably smartest thing I could do is unload my truck. That's what I'm gonna do right now. And we got a doggy woofy people here, probably got propane set up as well. Nope, stay there, pups. You shall see. What's the odds of me coming to get propane and the woofies show up, and a gentleman here I'm talking to, he's talking about how with the government forcing all people going back to work again, this business actually is going to benefit from that. I mean, look what they do. They got dog walking, pet sitting. So what's going to happen? All people have these dogs, right? They're going to be forced to to call you guys or somebody else. Exactly. So this company, is it a public company? Is it traded publicly?
No.
I was going to say, if it was, it'd probably be a good idea to invest in it right now, because you're probably going to start making more money. So anyways, anybody here in the Virginia, Maryland, D.C. area, do you do Maryland as well?
There are ones in Maryland too, yes.
So it's like a franchisee.
Yeah, there's 60 different franchises around the country.
Okay. All right.
This was the one from Reston was the #1 franchise.
Okay.
They have,
I remember reading about it like 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Is that about right?
Yeah. It started 20 years ago by 2 women.
Okay.
And they've expanded tremendously.
So you oversee the mobile operations?
Yeah, she's.
That's your wife's job.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You don't work for him. You're just working you're the grunt man.
Yeah.
You're the good honeydew.
She calls me in. Well, she's actually driving in the van right now.
No, I know. You're the honeydew.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, get out and help me get this thing fixed, will you? All right. I'm not showing your face. Yeah. I don't know if you care or not, but I didn't show your face. So there you go. So the unknown Woofy's guy, husband, nice man. All right. And we're here at Tractor Supply getting propane. And this guy here isn't freezing his ass off like he has for the last frickin' month. What number? I'm probably at 8 or 9 right now. Let's see how good I am with my own. I was close. I'm at 8. So that one took a little over 7. This will probably take, talking about 15 pounds today, probably 16 at 350. I'm living on my camper, and so I'm spending right now about 60, 70 bucks a week to heat my camper, which I enjoy. It isn't a big deal.
What kind of camper do you have?
Just a toy hauler, or a regular pole bumper, a 30-foot has a toy hauler. It's just a nice camper right on my property.
Do you have a?
Oh, I got other trucks. I have other trucks. It's not a fifth wheel, but I'm living on my property.
I got you.
Yeah, if you go to my YouTube channel called Ice Age TV, if you go to my YouTube, you'd actually see my whole property.
Yeah.
I mean, living in a camper. Well, I'm local right here. Well, howdy doody, buddies. All right, man. These guys have made this truck toasty warm because of how them being such heavy breathers. And all right, $54 this week. So, but with it being it's warm, it's supposed to be this week. I think today's Sunday. I think I'll get through the week. Should get through the week for those 2 tanks. Nice guy here, met on talking to him. His wife is in charge, I guess, of operations. So that's somebody you meet people. And yeah, he's a Trumper guy. But he's really excited. I mean, what's the odds of me talking about all this going back and forth to work and how many businesses are going to be rewarded? I had an H2 Hummer just like this, SUT, and I had a black one all done up like that and supercharged, and I had a red one, the full SUV. Yeah, should have kept those. Should have. Those have been bad. I've had so many cool vehicles, in the hindsight, how much money I've spent in cars. I'd outright own so many today. In fact, this is for a very expensive restaurant. That guy's got a nice F-150 lowered truck. Wow. Like the race truck. All right. Everybody likes to take their doggies, right? It's a doggy world. So that's just really ironic to be talking about this remote working. And wow, but think about the people. I mean, if you're a remote worker, you're not happy because not only you're not happy having to go back to work in the office and sit in grueling traffic in the routine again, but the amount of money you're going to spend again. You're going to be literally, like for somebody who owns dogs that didn't think this through, now they got a responsibility paying somebody to take care of their dog. I mean, that's like having a kid. And then, the fuel costs, you may have dumped your car. That was a nice car. I mean, it's just incredible of what's going to play out here in this area. Wow, we have the windows down, man. Look at that there, huh? Wow. And we're not freezing our ass off. How about that, huh? Yeah, once these guys get bigger, this ain't going to work, right? Or will it? I doubt it. All right, the Bison getting up the road in this little 4-banger turbo. I tell you, if Chevy would have put the 305 motor in this thing, I mean, they could have put just a V8 motor in this bad boy. Oh my gosh. Or the 327, really. Yeah, the 5.3 327 motor. Oh my gosh. This little thing would have been badass. I mean, this would be a sought-after truck. There's a lot of people out there who just don't want the 4-bangers. They don't believe in them. They don't think they don't think they'll last long, which I don't disagree. And I think the life of a 4-banger is probably a third less. So let's just say you get 200,000 miles out of a V8 motor. Do you get 130, 150 out of this? Or do you get 300,000 out of a motor? I mean, so I just think that it's proportional. And probably the first thing that goes in a high mileage is the turbo. I can guarantee you that. Oh, what's going on, buddy, huh? What's going on back there, huh? What are you going to do? What are you going to do? What are you looking for, huh? What's wrong? You little stinker. You got a floppy ear, you know that? You got a floppy ear. He's got a floppy ear. When's that floppy ear going to go straight up? Huh? All right, as you get through a comfortable truck. I've driven this thing so long, it's just like, wow, I forgot all about how nice this is. Right? Hello. All right, but back to the compound. The compound. What compound is that? Too many cars. Compound, that is. All right, back to this bad boy. You know, these damn 40-pound tanks, yeah, they're every bit of 40 pounds. More than that when you fill them up. As I back her up to the trailer. And, you know, I'm getting a lot of miles on that heavy-duty Bison. I should start driving this. I've got 6,000 miles on that Bison. This thing's at 2,500 miles. I should start driving this more. But that truck there, if you look at the height, look at this here. So let's compare. Look at the height of the truck. That truck is higher than this truck, but yet getting in and out of it is easier than this truck. Would you ever believe that? Isn't that something? Look at the puppies. Yeah, I got them locked down in here. Life is simple. Yeah. All right. Do they know they're home? Do they know that they're home? Do you know? All right. Let's get the parking brake on. I only wish... I don't know why the manufacturers don't make, when you put in park, you have automatic brake. All right, these guys here are excited. Let's get them out. Ugh, good Lord. All right. You have to just slide out of this thing like my dad does as I fall down on the ice. Let's see if these guys can get out. Woo. Big jump. Good puppies. Here, you got water over here. Come here. These guys are thirsty. God dang it. I tell you, man. Look, this thing's so... Everything's complicated. All right, I got you guys water, man. So go in there and get some waters. I know you're dying of thirst. Oh, I haven't even talked about my electric bill. Oh, my God. My electric bill was $1,358. $1,358. Yes. I got my electric bill last week. I got to mention on my morning conversations. Close to $1,400. Right now, I'm not paying for electric. But keep in mind, I've been cars a lot lately. Whoops, I'm sorry. So I guarantee you $300, at least $300 of that is just charging these cars, if not more. But then you add in the shop, you add in the barn, you know, I should say my office, you add in the trailer. Yeah, wow, yikes. All right, so here it is. I just really love this truck, and I did a whole how-to on these Go Rhino retractable steps. I think it really is a nice option for anybody out there that wants to put them on your truck. I think it gives it a much cleaner, nicer look than those rock rail bars. It makes it even look like it's up higher. And once again, one of these days I gotta go by a dealership and measure when these things are retracted down to what the difference of height is, to really see if those rock rail step sides bars are better in getting in and out, because this thing's a pain in the ass. All right, now time to lug these big old propane tanks to the trailer. But the good news is I'll have my my heat, and I do have the other smaller tanks in there, but I just would rather run off of the big guys, because the other smaller ones, if I didn't buy these, oh, I'd be up at Tractor Supply about every 2 days, I think. No, come on back. You're seeing the deer back there. Look how big they're getting. You know, something about the RV life. Maybe out there thinking, you know, I want to have an RV life. Now, this is kind of concerning. Look how singed the exhaust. Look at this here. Well, it's just the. Is there a filter in there I'm supposed to replace? I never saw one. Oh, there's the dogs. Look right here. I don't know. Yeah, so very important this thing works, because if it doesn't work, I got problems. But, you know, the life in an RV, my good friend Bob was thinking about setting up an RV next to my RV because he's selling his house. But until you actually experience RV, there's a lot that goes on. Oh, that's so funny. I guess the wind blew that box over. Hey, come on, stay over here. But when you have these RVs, you know, the first thing is you just witnessed with me is you got to get propane for it on a regular basis. Come on back. Then you have to have fresh water capability. Then you have to get rid of your gray water. I mean, you really shouldn't be doing much in the Blackwater unless you got a sewer system to hook up, which I don't. So, you know, I'm not doing the nasty stuff in this trailer to have laying all over my property. So the whole point is there's a lot that goes into living out of these RVs. It's a project on a regular basis. And then if you got dogs like me that are trashing it, you know, I'm having to get in here and scrub it out so it doesn't just reek and make it so it's, you know, that I've got infectious disease on my doorstep. Come on, Bob, says come on back. So the deer running this back 40 back here, so I think that's going on right now. But it's incredible on how it really is warming up. Come on, let's go back. Come on, puppies. Hard to believe. 2005 is when I put all this fencing here in the back. It's for the most part, it's lasted pretty long, but the downside is the trees falling down and things, they busted open, so there's now gaps and holes. Come on, Diesel. Come on back. So this is where it gets aggravating. All right, here's the treats. Want a treat? Treaties. I'll teach them treats. Let's get some treats. Come on. So what I'm doing, I'm rewarding them. Come on, treaty time. Now we get their attention. I bought some good bacon treats. And now you're listening, so you got to give it to them. If you're going to tell them that, you got to follow through. So yeah, I bought some good bacon treats. And that works. I love that. Most of the time. All right. For the most part. Wrap it up just on my ongoing. Want to share the adventures of my day with you. Hopefully entertains you. Because that really is a cool truck. Come on. Let's cut in here. Come here. Come here. Treats. Come on, boy. Treats. Come on, puppy. Oh, you disappeared. Hey. Oh, there you are. Okay, looky here. And I got these. I've learned over Tango and Willow years. If you don't put these treats way up in the air, then what happens is the Tango gets in here and they'll jump up. But see here, they're loving this. Let's see here. Teach you a little thing here. Here you go. Looky here. There's one. There you go. Here you go. Hey, Rebel. There you go. Yeah, see, so that's my little trick now, is to give them some of these little treaties, and then that way they come back. How about that, huh? All right, everybody, that's it. I need to drive a Challenger. I need to drive the Camaro. I need to drive a motorcycle. It's been ages. You know, you couldn't have convinced me a while back that I'd be really locked down this long with this type of weather up here where you really can't get anything out of my driveway. I mean, I'm stuck. There's no way I would try to get any of these cars or motorcycles out of my driveway. You'd be laying on your ass. So that's it. God bless. Everybody has a really blessed Sunday, and go Commanders. Go Commanders. What's that, like a 4 o'clock game or something like that? 3 o'clock? I don't know. Are you going to put some money on it? Put $100 on DraftKings. Put $100 on the Redskins. You get $350, so you made $250. I guess, right? Is that how it works? I guess. I don't gamble. I don't bet. So, but I'm sure many people will be having a heyday. Big money's being made. So God bless. Have a great day.